It's time to hand out some awards for the best of Muhlenberg College athletics in 2017-18. We'll start with some Senior Lifetime Achievement Awards. First, Jordy Bonvini of the women's lacrosse team, a two-time All-Region selection. She finished her career second all-time at Muhlenberg with 325 draw controls and third all-time with 161 goals. In track and field, Michael Havkins, another two-time All-Region selection. He tied a 42-year-old school record in the discus as a senior and was an NCAA qualifier, finishing 11th. In women's basketball, 1,000-point scorer Rachel Plotke finished second all-time at Muhlenberg in three-pointers made and 15th in Division III history in three-point percentage. And for men's tennis, Nikki Schindler, indoors or outdoors, hardcourt or clay singles or doubles, was the Mules' first two-time All-Centennial Conference selection in men's tennis in 17 years. How about some Junior Achievement Awards? Kelly Tornetta of the volleyball team, an All-American and an academic All-American, she led the Centennial Conference in kills. And in wrestling, Gennaro Cerminara finished with a 32-11 record. He set a school record with 18 pins, none more important than to win the 197-pound weight class at the Centennial Conference Championships. Muhlenberg Sophomore Athletes of the Year. For the women, it's women's soccer player Casarah who made the All-Region team for the second straight year and also was first-team All-Centennial Conference for the second straight year. And a tie for the men between two athletes in their first year at Muhlenberg. Ryan Curtis earned All-America second-team honors after catching 39 passes, 6 for touchdowns. And Dylan Schwartz finished with a 36-14 record as a wrestler. He won a bronze medal at the Centennial Conference Championships and was the Mules' highest placer, 6th, at the NCAA Regionals. The record breakers of the year for the women, Shannon Hubert of the volleyball team, who broke a 16-year-old school record by averaging 9.97 assists per set. She had over 1,000 assists on the season. And for the men, Frankie Feaster needed only 2 years to break the school career records for face-offs won and ground balls. Our breakout athletes of the year for the women, Kristy Selby. Her first 2 years hit .238 for the softball team. In 2018, she hit .376 and earned all Centennial Conference honors. And a tie for the men, Matthew D'Ambrosia, 1-2 with a 5.88 ERA as a freshman, 5-3 with a 3.34 ERA as a sophomore, and first-team All-Centennial Conference. And in men's soccer, Kevin Irving, a total of 5 points in his first 30 games in his first 2 years. In 2018, 5 goals in 15 games and All-Centennial Conference first team. Our comebacks of the year for the women, it's a team award. The volleyball team came back from an 0-2 deficit to win in 5 sets against previously undefeated Scranton. Later in the very same day, they did the exact same thing to defeat a strong Stockton team. For the men, it's an individual award, as senior Alex Mitton came back after missing his entire sophomore season with Tommy John surgery to win the Centennial Conference gold medal in the javelin. Next, our Scholar Athletes of the Year. For the women, it's field hockey player Alyssa Scott, the Centennial Conference Scholar Athlete of the Year. She earned all-region honors as a back and also first-team All-Centennial Conference honors. And for the men, it's baseball pitcher R.J. Hennessey, who is academic all-district. He also earned all-Centennial Conference second-team honors and all-region third-team honors.
Swing and a miss.
Our Rookies of the Year for the women, Emily Mitchell, who set the school record in the outdoor long jump. She finished 4th in the Centennial Conference Championships in the long jump, both indoors and outdoors. And a tie for the men between Michael Hnatkowsky, who set a Centennial Conference record for freshmen with 2,091 passing yards. He passed for 20 touchdowns and rushed for 4 more. And Ethan Grossman of the men's lacrosse team, who set school records for goals, assists, and points as a freshman. He finished with 73 points. The previous school record was 43. Our performances of the year. For the women, Haley Fedak pitched a 2-hit shutout with 9 strikeouts against Emerson. Good pitching. She also hit a grand slam in the same game. And for the men, senior Nick Rindock scored a career-high 33 points, including the 1,000th of his career in an overtime upset of 7th-ranked sophomore. Our female athlete of the year for the second time, it's Brandi Vallely. The two-time All-American and 1,000-point scorer set the Centennial Conference record for career assists. Her average of 7.9 assists per game is 4th in Division III history. And our Male Athlete of the Year is Man for All Seasons Corey Mullins, an NCAA qualifier in cross-country. He set a school record indoors in the 4x800 and a school record outdoors in the 5,000, winning 2 Centennial Conference medals. And our Teams of the Year, for the women, it's women's basketball. The Mules finished the year with a record of 22-4, winning at least 20 for the 4th straight year. They were nationally ranked for most of the year, and during the season, they also became the all-time winningest program in Centennial Conference history.
Nice passing by the Mules.
And our men's team of the year is football, finishing with a record of 8-3, their 8th straight winning season and their 6th straight season with at least 8 wins. They won the ECAC Bushnell Bowl game, and they did it all in a year in which they lost their head coach. That's all for now. Back with more great Muhlenberg plays beginning August 31st, 2018. Go Mules!